Welcome to the RadioU Podcast. Coming up, which fast food restaurant claims it's slashing prices?
Also, Ireland may have not gotten the Fighting Irish, but they got the Fighting Johnsons.
All that and more on the way next. College football season is here. It's kicked off with Iowa State defeating Kansas State and Ireland over the weekend, 8772 Radio U. But the real beatdown was in the parking lot where Avery Johnson, quarterback for the Kansas State Wildcats, apparently his dad and his brother got into a fight after the game in the parking lot, in true Irish fashion, I suppose.
That's a good point. A true Irish brawl broke out after the game.
There was something in the air.
Yeah, I don't know. But Avery does seem like an Irish name, doesn't it?
I guess it is.
Yeah.
It could be.
I'm not sure the origin of it, but it just sounds Irish to me. Avery Johnson. You know, it just feels like it's Irish. But
When you say it that way, anything sounds Irish, though.
But yeah, this was crazy. I didn't actually see, video from this. I didn't see it when it happened or anything like that. But what a wild, I guess, weekend for Kansas State, for Avery Johnson, because, obviously they lose in Ireland.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were favored going in.
Yeah, they were like 3-point favorites.
3 points. Okay, yeah. Because I know when we talked about it, we were like, this is a toss-up. We have no idea who's actually better in this. A lot of people picking Kansas State to win the Big 12, though.
Yeah, maybe not as much anymore.
Nope.
Probably not.
I didn't pick them.
No,
Thank
neither
goodness.
did I. My Utah pick still seems fine. I found video of them fighting.
Yeah.
Avery Johnson's dad and father, and it is not very impressive.
His dad and his father. His dad and his brother.
His brother and his father. It was like, we just have to remember this. If two people are fighting in public, it's not impressive. It's sad looking.
Yeah, it's actually like, oh, wow. This is not, we're used to seeing fighting that's like professional fighting.
It's not like in the movies. I don't even think anybody throws a punch. They're literally just like rolling around on the ground. It is not impressive at all. It's just sad to look at, but and you can tell it's in Ireland too because everything is wet and it's gray.
Yeah, it was raining at the game, so apparently this was like towards the end of the game or after the game was over, and so everything's just wet and gross, and yeah.
They did release Avery Johnson's brother and father put out a joint apology where they say they sincerely apologize for our actions following yesterday's football game in Ireland. Nobody knows who these people are.
No.
Like, why do they who are they apologizing to?
I mean, I guess they're apologizing to Kansas State because they're wearing like Kansas State gear or whatever. So not a good look for them.
Yeah. They do say we extend our apologies to Kansas State University, its alumni and fans.
Yeah, I don't think Kansas State really wants to be associated with like people getting into fistfights outside of.
If you're a fan of Kansas State, though, are you like, gosh darn it, they better apologize to me? Like, what do I care?
No, I doubt anyone actually
They don't owe anybody anything.
Or I don't think anyone cared or really paid much attention. This went viral, but I'm a huge football fan, and I didn't even see this.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's just, like I said, it's just like, you should just apologize to yourselves. It was just sad to see, like, you guys.
And they even mentioned in their statement, senseless bickering, because it's just like, why did this even happen? It's a father and a son. Why are you getting in this fist fight?
I know they say senseless bickering, but now I do want to know more. Like, it's one thing for families to bicker, but to get to the point where you're rolling around in a parking lot.
Right, like this is your solution to solve whatever issue you're having?
What were you guys bickering about? Yeah. But a good slate of college football. I had fun watching it over the weekend.
Yeah, me too.
And the Hawaii kicker. Everybody should look him up.
Oh man, Hawaii.
What a
that
story.
Was huge.
Yeah. Inflation is running rampant. Everything seems more expensive. That includes fast food. But one restaurant has announced that they are cutting prices.
Whoa.
8772 Radio U. You heard that right. This feels like the first time I've ever done a story like this.
I know. I feel like the whole inflation is running rampant is like your new tagline now because we talk about how everybody's, hiking their prices.
Inflation is running rampant has been my tagline for a catchphrase of mine for a sadly long time.
Too long.
It seemed when I instituted that years ago that would be funny for a little bit, and then, eventually prices would go down.
But you just keep saying it.
They never did. The prices keep going. The inflation keeps running rampant. Okay, we should probably say which restaurant is cutting prices.
Yeah, which one is it?
McDonald's.
Okay.
Yeah, McDonald's. Thank you, McDonald's.
They did something right.
Everybody spam the group chat with thanks, McDonald's, because they are dropping prices. Their CEO, Chris Kempczynski, has noted that customers are looking for value, and at McDonald's, they are too often finding meals that cost over $10. You shouldn't be spending $10 at McDonald's.
No, not on one meal.
Definitely not. Maybe on the Big Mac, but that's it. But that's a luxury at McDonald's. But you should be at McDonald's. You shouldn't be expecting to spend $10. And so he says that McDonald's and the franchisees here in the United States have agreed that 8 of their popular combos are going to be priced 15% less than the total cost of buying the items involved individually. Mm-hmm. So you're going to get a nice little discount on some of these combo meals at McDonald's now. It doesn't specifically say which meals, does it?
No, it doesn't mention which meals yet. And also, just so you know, I know it mentions that McDonald's and its U.S. franchises have agreed to this, but that doesn't necessarily mean all franchises are going to do this. They have offered like a financial support incentive to franchises that do this, so hopefully everyone will. But there's just still a chance that you could show up to your local McDonald's and they didn't lower prices at all.
Yeah, prices, they're still, like, it can be different from area to area. But, I mean, hopefully your McDonald's nearby, one of them, will lower the prices for you.
Yeah.
And that's going to be, 15%. It also doesn't, it says 15% less the cost of buying everything individually or separately. But
we all
what does
know,
that actually mean as far as a discount versus what you have been paying?
I know, because we already know that if you buy the items individually, the price is always going to be higher because that's the point of having a combo deal.
Exactly.
So to me, it doesn't really lead me to believe that the discount's going to be that great and that noticeable. I mean, I'm not going to complain. It's a discount. Like we said, we have not seen somebody lower their prices in a long time, at least not a big brand like this. So I'm not going to complain and be like, well, it's not good enough. I mean, it might not be good, enough to notice it, but at least they're lowering prices.
I would like some more specifics because other than outside of that right now, it kind of just feels like McDonald's wants the headline of being the place that cuts prices, and we gave it to them. But if I go and it's still expensive, then I'm just going to go somewhere else where it's cheaper or where at least I feel like I'm getting a better bang for my buck. Yeah,
I think you're still, for the most part, probably going to get the cheapest options at McDonald's, but I don't think it'll be much less, like it won't be... It won't be a lot of a difference.
No. You know what we should point out, though, is so we did a food fight with Taco Bell on Friday.
Yeah.
The new Mountain Dew Baja Midnight. McDonald's has made all these headlines because they have the snack wrap now, right? Oh, it's a cheap little option just when you just need a little fill up. It's only $3 or whatever. And we also got $3 burritos with our Mountain Dew Baja food fight. And those were so much better for $3.
So much better.
For the same price.
Same price, a lot thicker. Like, it could be a whole meal for you, really.
Yeah. So I think Taco Bell might be the way to go. Taco Bell and Wendy's. I still think you want to eat cheap and fill up. That's the way to go.
Yeah.
We just talked about how McDonald's claims that they are lowering prices on some of their combo meals, but they, other than that, are being very vague about what they're actually doing. But Regina got in at 8772 Radio U with a really good point. She's like, but are they cutting the portion sizes too?
Yes. Along with inflation, we've seen shrinkflation. So a lot of people, even though they lower the prices, they lower the portion size or make the portion smaller, whatever. So yeah, that's a good question to ask. And it could very well be the possibility.
Is it now going to be an eighth pounder?
An eighth pounder?
Yeah. They're not going to tell you, but it's a 1/6 pounder now.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's a good thought.
Yeah, I even thought of that earlier, that is a big concern. Like,
Yeah.
well, I want to, if the prices are lower, but it still doesn't fill me up, then I'm gonna be still upset. I'm still gonna be unsatisfied as a McDonald's customer.
Right, because if you're getting less food, what's the point? It doesn't change anything, really. You're still going to need to pay more to get more food. So, yeah, that's not a good look if they decide to do something like that.
Yeah, I hate this because I wanted to be happy. I saw the headline, McDonald's cutting prices.
Well, this is just what they've done. This is what inflation and all of these, companies raising prices has done to us.
Yeah.
We're immediately skeptical. As soon as a company announces they're lowering prices, what do we think? Oh, does that mean the portion sizes are going down? That's what has happened to us. We are now a very skeptical society.
This is what we've just lived through our entire when was the last time some place did say, hey, we're lowering prices and we're not changing anything, we're just giving you a better deal? That doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen. We're used to being disappointed.
Yeah.
So we're just this is a natural defense mechanism against disappointment.
Yeah.
Being skeptical.
That's right. Honestly, at this point, I'm just happy when a place says that they're not making prices higher.
Yeah, just staying on the same.
The streaming service that is like, we promise we won't raise prices for 2 years.
Yeah.
Arizona Iced Tea going, I promise it'll still be 99 cents.
Yeah.
Costco with their hot dog thing. I don't even go to Costco, but
we appreciate when people keep it the same.
It feels like the best we can actually hope for. And so when you start coming out like McDonald's saying stuff that seems too good to be true, we're dropping prices on our combo meals.
Yeah.
We can't help but be skeptical.
Yeah, it's harder for us to trust now.
On the menu today, we have the new pumpkin spice oatmeal cream pies. It's pumpkin spice season. And isn't it nice too, Allie? We finally get to do a food fight in the morning that actually feels like something you should be eating in the morning.
Oatmeal cream pies?
Yeah, like these could be breakfast or like a snack on your way out the door.
To be honest with you, I don't think there's a bad time of day to eat oatmeal cream pies.
Yeah, I know.
They're always good.
As a baseline, I just mean typically last time we had Taco Bell.
It can work as a breakfast.
McDonald's. It's just, this can be breakfast. As a baseline, you like oatmeal cream pies.
A lot.
I think they're lower on the list of Little Debbie's. But they're it's still not bad.
It's one of those things where I won't go and buy them myself, and it's probably because they're not the cheapest snack ever. But if they're around, I can't stop myself. I know I've said this before, but literally I have no self-control around the oatmeal cream pies.
They smell really good.
Do they smell? Oh, they do have a very nice pumpkin smell.
I mean, oatmeal cream pies on their own do smell good.
Yes.
But this has the pumpkin spice mixed in there too. I'm looking forward to this. 170 calories.
Oh,
Thought
boy.
we should all know that before we...
That's another reason why I don't buy those.
I mean, for one of these, it says per cookie. Does that mean this?
Yeah, that's one
Or do they
cookie.
mean if you split it in half?
Just so you know, my lunch today is 300 calories.
Dang.
This is almost that.
Yeah, that's not good, I guess. But let's see if it's worth it though.
Take a little bite. You took a big bite, actually.
It's very orange inside, if you can see.
Yeah, there is the cream is not white; it is orange cream. So that's kind of the main big difference as far as look, because the oatmeal cookies on the either side is the same.
I think I consider this a slight upgrade to the oatmeal cream pie. I think this is better than the original.
I think it tastes almost identical.
I know, it's very close. That's
other
why.
than just a slight hint of pumpkin spice. But really, you're getting the same exact experience, which is glorious.
You don't buy them, but it's glorious.
I don't buy them because I can't stop eating them. I will regret if I buy them because I'll just be like, I ate 5 oatmeal cream pies today. What is wrong with me?
Well, these are going to be sitting out there.
I know. It's a problem.
You didn't need to bring lunch. You just take these. I don't know if I didn't expect them to be bad, but And it's Little Debbie, so I never expect any Little Debbie thing to really be bad.
Everything they do is like just, they hit the nail, man.
So I wouldn't say my expectations were low, but that said, these beat my expectations a little bit.
They're great. I already knew they were going to be great because I love oatmeal cream pies.
They are really nice. They're just nice. If maybe some people might expect, because it says pumpkin spice, they might expect more pumpkin spice.
It's subtle.
It's subtle. It kind of just gives you like that pumpkin pie, like pumpkin roll.
Bread, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like right along those lines. And so this was a nice way to kick off pumpkin spice season. And I'll tell you what, the regular Little Debbie oatmeal cream pies do not tempt me when they're in the break room. These will be a little bit tempting.
Good, because I cannot eat all of these.
I think I don't know if they're. I think you'll get to them before I do.
Well, I just mean I don't want to have to eat all of these, so please eat some of them so they can be less of a temptation to me.
I think I have enough self-control. I said they're a little bit tempting.
Well, I hope they're a little bit tempting enough so that I don't have to eat all of them.
All right, nobody panic, but there's flesh-eating screwworms in the United States.
I think that's a reason to panic, Hudson.
8772 Radio U.
I'm in danger.
We were ahead of the game on this. Last week, we mentioned how the United States, I forget how many millions of dollars we're spending.
It was like $750 million.
On a fly factory in Texas.
Yeah.
With the purpose, you might not remember this, of controlling the screwworm population.
Yep.
The flies are supposed to, they're making a factory
of sterile flies
that will create sterile flies that they can release so that they can, basically make it so that the flies won't reproduce. These screwworms won't reproduce. But they might need to fast track that.
Yeah.
Because for the first time that we know of, a person in the United States was confirmed they had a flesh-eating screwworm parasite that was actually affecting a person.
Oh, boy.
Now, it probably should be pointed out, this was a person who traveled to El Salvador, where these are, in Central America is where currently they do have the problem with these screwworms.
Yeah.
And so this person had just come from there, so they picked it up there. It's not like if it was in Texas it could be anywhere, but probably would have been in Texas, where there were
infected.
They're infecting people. This is something they got somewhere else and brought it back here. Still, nonetheless, still terrifying. I don't want any flesh-eating parasites, no matter where they come from.
Right, and there's a potential second case that has not been confirmed by, I think this is it HHS that's doing this?
Yeah, it looks like
Health and Human Services. So it hasn't been confirmed by HHS yet, but there's a potential second case of a man in Maryland that just came from Guatemala that might have it as well.
And this sounds all too familiar, doesn't it?
Like
COVID?
No. Stop right now. Stop.
I don't know.
We don't like this.
Sounds pretty similar.
We don't like this.
Don't worry. It's just overseas. It's the screwworms are just in Central America. We're working on a factory. We got it. And before you know it, all of a sudden, we've got flesh-eating screwworms eating us. And we're all sheltering at home because it's the only place that's safe from the screwworms.
Oh, my goodness.
But we'll still have to come to work because we work in radio. So
no, we're not falling for that again. We're not doing it again. Okay. But yes, we were kind of on the cusp of this because the whole point of this factory is to stop this from getting into the United States because the outbreak has become so, I guess, prevalent in Central America again, which is really sad because they were believed to be eradicated.
Yeah.
Because this was a huge problem in the 80s and 90s in Central America, and they, at great cost and great length, eradicated them, and now they're back. So this, apparently this has been going on for the past 2 years. So I'm like, why did we delay for the sterile factory for the flies?
Yeah, I feel like it's not going to be ready in time.
Right. Why did we just approve that now?
And
our government is slow on stuff.
You
but
might hear
dang.
2 cases in the United States and one isn't even confirmed. What's the big deal? Well, it must be a big deal, or else why are we spending $750 million on a factory to stop them?
Right. Apparently, the last time the U.S. had an outbreak with this was the 1960s. This was the technique they used to get rid of it then with the sterile flies. So they're just trying to get ahead of the game.
Yeah.
But they might be a little late.
Sounds like we're a step behind. I don't like this at all.
No.
This does it. I'm never traveling to Central America.
Wow. Okay.
It's our Monday tradition, the box office breakdown, looking at what made money and what didn't in theaters over the weekend. Let us know the last movie or TV show you watched. We'd like to see your reviews at 8772 RadioU. There's a new #1 movie in America, and it is not, obviously, it has been Weapons the last couple weeks. We did the box office, or the weekend watch list on Friday, and it didn't seem like there was anything that had a shot to challenge Weapons.
Yeah.
But we were wrong, because the new #1 movie in America, of course, is so obvious, is Kpop Demon Hunters.
I know. How did we not think about this being #1? It played all weekend long. I forgot that this was coming out in theaters.
It wasn't a typical wide release.
Yeah, it wasn't
Obviously,
a new release.
It's a movie that's already been out on Netflix, and then it didn't go to as many theaters as, like, a typical wide release, which is, we cover the wide release movies. And it did, like, it was across the country.
Yeah.
But it was still half as many theaters as even Weapons was this past weekend.
Which is even more impressive looking at how much money it made.
It made about $18 million. Apparently, basically every showing at all these theaters was sold out.
Awesome.
For the Kpop Demon Hunters sing-along version, and that gets it to #1. Then Weapons was 2, and Freakier Friday was #3. And I also saw the Kpop Demon Hunters, the sing-along version, is on Netflix today.
It's on Netflix now.
If you missed it out in theaters.
Yes, it's on Netflix now, and this makes me think that it has a chance at being #1 again on Netflix, because it had fallen down the rankings a little bit. On Netflix always shows you what their top most watched movies are, and it had fallen down. It had been #1 for like a month, and then Happy Gilmore 2 came out, and it got displaced. But I think there's a chance with this new sing-along version that it could pop back up to #1.
Yeah, it's also, I don't know, believe this or not, this is the first time Netflix has had a #1 movie in the box office.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think Netflix realized what they had with this.
No, I don't think anybody. This was a sleeper, like this very easily could have been very obscure.
Right.
And just like a nice little thing that Netflix has. But the music, I think, like if this was the same exact movie, I don't even know how you can imagine this. But imagine if Kpop Demon Hunters was the same quality of movie.
Yeah.
But it didn't have songs with it.
It'd be so boring.
Yeah, I mean, people would still like the movie, right? But it wouldn't have a way to. I think the songs have drawn people in.
Yeah,
where people are hearing the songs first, then finding out it's from a movie.
Yep,
and then watching it. Also, since it's it's a family movie, a kids movie. Kids just watch stuff over and over and over again, and so that helps too.
It's on repeat in so many homes right now. But I think, yeah, absolutely right. The movie itself, like the plot is fine. It's just fine. I don't think it's bad. It's just fine. But the music is actually a part of the plot, and in my opinion, elevates the movie to a really good one.
Yeah, definitely. So let us know what you've seen lately. 8772 RadioU. I have a newer release that I did get to watch recently, so I'll have to get that coming up next. We just did the box office breakdown. Kpop Demon Hunters is #1. Now we want to know what you watched over the weekend or recently. Send in your review at 8772 RadioU. Regina said she watched the new movie Eenie Meenie that's on Hulu and Disney Plus.
Okay.
With Samara Weaving. Is that how you say it? Do you know this? Samara Weaving. She said it was entertaining and bittersweet.
Okay, I don't think I heard about this one.
It just came out this past weekend. It is the story of a reformed teenage getaway driver who's dragged back into her unsavory past when a former employer offers her an opportunity to save the life of her chronically unreliable ex-boyfriend.
All right. Sounds like an interesting plot.
Yeah, it has a 39% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh.
But Regina liked it.
Okay, so maybe we need to give it a shot.
Allie, did you watch anything lately?
Over the weekend, I didn't get to watch too much. Had a lot of football going on and just also a lot of things happening with family and friends. But last night, I did throw on The Hunger Games.
Oh, the first one?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if it's newly added to HBO Max, but it is available on there, and this is the first I had seen it. So I was like, I haven't watched this in a while, so I turned that on. I forgot how much that movie utilizes shaky cam.
Oh, yeah?
A lot of shaky cam.
I didn't think about that, or I wouldn't have thought about that in regards to that movie, but...
I mean, it does have a lot of action.
Yeah, of course.
And yeah, they utilize the shaky cam a lot. Even for some of the quieter moments, like when Katniss is just out in the woods hunting, has some shaky cam. And I'm like, man, they were whoever directed it, I can't remember who it was, obsessed with the shaky cam.
Yeah. I watched the new Naked Gun.
Oh, you did?
With Liam Neeson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pamela
we got together.
Anderson.
Yeah. And first of all, I had seen the old Naked Gun, the original, with Leslie Nielsen from the 80s or whatever that was.
Yeah.
And it's not that it's not funny, but it just, I don't have the same love for that as some of the other, like, classic comedies from that time that are kind of, like, I don't think it's near as good as Airplane.
Oh, Airplane is so good.
Yeah. The Naked Gun, when I watched it, I watched it after they announced the new one coming out.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, it's, like, I know people love it. I know that it's a very beloved movie, but I wasn't like, it makes sense that they're bringing this back.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed the new one.
Okay.
It is, to me, if you've never seen any of the Naked Gun, like, it still has the same, it definitely fits with the first one.
Same slapstick humor.
Yeah, but to me, it's like if the writers of, like, the classic Muppets made a Austin Powers movie, kind of. Like, I guess it's an Austin Powers movie without Austin Powers and with Muppet style jokes, but like adult.
I don't know if I could do an Austin Powers movie without Austin Powers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, like, just the style of how it's making fun of, like, cop movies, kind of like Austin Powers is, makes fun of spy movies. Or James Bond.
Yes, particularly James Bond.
So, yeah, that, I don't know, that was the... And the way that Austin Powers can be very adult. Like, it's that kind of sense of humor in some ways.
Okay.
But also, like, Muppet style, where there's just, like, a bunch of just, like, stupid pun jokes and stuff like that you don't see in many movies anymore.
No, that type of humor and style has definitely died down. So I guess I'm not mad that it's back.
Uh-huh.
But I don't think it was ever for me in the beginning.
I mean, I love the Muppets.
Yes.
And so I love I mean, it's not the most funniest movie I've ever seen, but I did like The Naked Gun.
I love the Muppets, but for me, I'm talking more about, like, the humor that's a little bit raunchy. And also add the slapstick stuff. Like, that to me is like,
There's definitely
I'm
a couple
good.
scenes in the new Naked Gun that are very...
Oh, boy. Questionable?
Why travel all the way to Michigan when you can smell it from your own home?
Smell the state of Michigan?
Yeah.
No.
8772 Radio U. I don't mean that Michigan smells that strong. You can smell it no matter where you are. What I do mean is that the state of Michigan, their tourism board, it looks like, has partnered with a fragrance developer to sell fragrances that capture the state of Michigan.
So, like, Little Caesar's Pizza? Like, what are we talking about here?
That'd be a good one.
What scents are we talking about?
That'd be a good one. So they're putting out different scents for different seasons. And so the summertime Michigan scent is, they say, a mixture of lavender, the beach, and the state's wineries. So wine, beach, and lavender.
Yes. We all know about the famous Michigan wineries.
Yeah. Doesn't, like, every state have wineries at this point, though?
I'm pretty sure every state does, but I don't know if Michigan would be known for it. So I don't think I would use that as like a defining factor.
Maybe
of the sense of Michigan.
I think even though I said you don't have to go to Michigan to smell Michigan, so cancel your, trip. They're thinking the opposite.
No, they want you to come.
They're thinking that the wineries and the smell of the beach will tempt you so much. It will be like, whoa, Michigan has this? And then you go and visit Michigan and we're probably disappointed.
Yeah, I think you're very likely to be disappointed.
They also they're working on fragrances for the other seasons in Michigan. Although I don't have as much details on those, but their fall scent is called Harvest.
Okay.
And their winter scent will be First Snow, and they'll be releasing those later this year.
They do get a lot of snow.
Yeah,
right next to Canada. So.
And
that's
on
an accurate.
Multiple lakes.
Don't know what the
great
smell
lakes.
of snow is.
I don't know. If you walk outside or after a fresh snow, is there a smell to it?
I don't know what scent they would use.
I definitely know there's
that.
one for rain. Okay, you're from Ohio. If you had to make a fragrance for Ohio, what would it smell like?
Corn? I mean, I don't know. Like, I definitely wouldn't choose any of the lakes.
Okay.
Yeah,
you don't want to have like the eerie fish smell.
Yeah, no thanks.
That wouldn't entice people to come to Ohio.
Yeah, I get that this is from the Michigan Tourism Board, so they're supposed to make Michigan look good and all of that. And I do agree that every state has its gems. I think Hocking Hills State Park, great gem for the state of Ohio.
Yeah.
So I think every state has things that I would say are cool to visit, cool places to go.
Yeah, for Michigan, like they got some stuff that's exciting, like you can easily get to Canada from there. You can.
It's a drive-through state.
Yeah.
Oh no. I wasn't gonna be that mean, but yeah, I just think it's odd to say you can bottle it up in a scent because these are not things. Because again, while I still believe that there are places you can visit, I think going to Lake Michigan, fun time. I've been there; it's a good time. But I don't think there's anything that I would bottle up in a scent and be like, yeah, I'm taking this home with me so I can smell the state of Michigan. No thanks.
Okay, well, I can do Maryland, and it's easy, and you can probably get this at any store, and that's just Old Bay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it just like crabs or something?
Yeah, I mean, Old Bay you would put on your crabs, your seafood there, and of course on many other things too. But it's most known for the seafood. So yeah, I would definitely. That's the Maryland fragrance to me, and that should be a selling point to come to Maryland.
Oh, should it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The crab cakes are like no other.
Oh yeah. I've heard they're good in Boston.
Not like Maryland.
Oh really?
Boston, yeah, that's lobster. That's their thing. They have lobster, they have clam chowder. Maryland has crabs.
Okay.
A Chinese team of professional gamers is discouraging children from becoming professional gamers.
Okay.
8772 RadioU. This is an esports team in China that is literally holding what they call an esports dissuasion class.
Okay.
Trying to dissuade children from becoming professional gamers. This is a 22-day course that costs over $5,000 to participate in.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, why would anyone sign up for this?
Right, why would anyone sign their child up for this? I guess other than if your kid is like addicted to video games, maybe you're desperate and you're like, okay, I'll pay $5,000 so my kid won't be addicted to video games anymore.
This is the Chinese video game addiction equivalent of like Start Puffin' Boy when you find Hank Hill finds Bobby smoking a cigarette. You know, like that's the old thing. I don't know if anybody did this in real life. But in cartoon or sitcoms or whatever, in old shows, when cigarettes were tempting to children, if they ever got caught using one, then it'd be like, you're going to keep smoking until you throw up, and then you'll never want to smoke again.
Yeah.
This is that, but for video games, apparently.
Yeah.
It does sound crazy. The idea is that, I guess, children in China... And maybe this would happen here in the United States too. You're like, I love gaming and I love watching esports and that's what I want to do one day. But you don't realize how grueling and intense it is, how demanding it is to be a professional gamer.
Yeah.
And so this is supposed to show you that. And then at that point, you can decide, is it really worth it to you to live this way? Because if it's not, then you might as well not spend all of your waking hours playing video games.
Right, because listen to how intense this class is for children. Children. Again, this is China. This would never be able to happen in the U.S., by the way. I mean, it probably could, but it shouldn't. It would get, sued to death or whatever. But it says that this class begins at 9 a.m. and ends around midnight, during which time attendees are virtually glued to their keyboards and monitors with only short breaks for eating, exercise, and going to the bathroom. It says some of the kids literally break down and ask to go home after the first day because of how intense they keep the atmosphere.
Is this a thing where they're like fooling children?
Fooling them.
Like where the parents are like, yeah, we signed you up for an esports class. And the kids are all excited, and then they get there and they see the esports dissuasion class. And they're like, no.
I hope they're not lying to them. But I mean, maybe they're just telling them like this is an esports class that's supposed to mimic what it's like to have a career in esports, like professional esports. And the kids are all excited. And then when they actually try it, they're like, okay, yeah, I don't want to do this. Because I think for the most part, you probably don't realize, it's like a lot more fun to just casually game versus professionally game.
But also, if you did this for any grown-up profession for children,
they would want to not do it.
Yeah, if we brought kids in for a 22-day course here at RadioU about how to be a radio DJ, I feel like, and you have to pay $5,000.
Yeah, they'd be like, please let me go home.
Yeah, they'd want to go home after one day too.
Although we're not asked to work from 9 a.m. to midnight.
No,
that's crazy.
But they would have to get up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And that would be enough. They'd be like, okay.
After one day, they're done.
You've convinced me, Mom.
I don't want to be a radio star anymore.
And we have one of the easiest jobs there is.
Oh.
I think we should do this. Actually, no, this is a horrible idea.
Terrible idea. Thanks for listening to the RadioU Podcast. Don't forget to rate and review the show.